Hi everyone, welcome to Finance Santai. This episode we'll be talking about money trap. Alright, first of all, I would like to thank everyone who have liked, share and comment on my videos. I appreciate it much. Please continue to do so if you guys feel this benefits any of your friends and families. Alright, just a disclaimer that this video is just for sharing and discussion purposes. Please do not take this as your financial advice. All right. First pointers that I want to bring up is regarding procrastinating to save money. All right. So thinking that you still have a lot of time, I'm too young to save, or even worse, that I don't have money to save at all. All right. So it reflects back to me when maybe a few years back that I made the same mistake, a similar mistake, where I was thinking that I don't have I very I have a very short sighted savings, okay, where I just save monthly just to spend it by the end of the year. So what I do to end of the year is actually travel, all right? So I save money monthly, and I just spend it by the end of the year when I go overseas. All right. So uh, it's a very short savings plans that I have, and I don't actually put aside money for my long-term savings. All right, but it will never be too late. As in, for now, it's never too late. I will start. I have started saving money for the past few years, and I have put aside savings for short term, savings for long term, and also for my retirement too. All right. So emergency fund, yeah, for your emergency fund, I also put it aside. All right, a fraction of it, maybe around 6 to 1 year of my expenses, right? Monthly expenses. Okay, so you guys should sit down and do your own calculation, and at least put aside. Doesn't mean that I was saying that you have to save all your money, right? All your hard-earned income that you have worked for the whole month. You can still enjoy it. Doesn't mean that you have to save every single cent. All right, so if you can save every single cent, that is good, but some of you really do want to enjoy yourself too, right? So just put a fraction of it, put that aside first before spending everything. All right, that's how my habit was to go. Is I usually put my savings aside, invest some money into the stock market, and then the balance, then I will use it for my expenses. All right, so investment doesn't mean you have to put everything on the stocks, right? So you can diversify in a lot of stuff, be it education, how to think of growing extra income, upgrading yourself, take courses, doesn't mean that you have to only be on the stock markets, so diversify it. All right, so second point that I want to bring up is spending more as I deserve, as I deserve it, as I've worked hard for my hard-earned money lah. All right, so that's the first thing that we think about when we get our bonuses or our increment, right? So I have made the similar mistakes too, but I have learned throughout the time. Sure, no one is asking you to, like, not eat every day, all right, and save the money. Okay, I was saying about saving parts of your salary, invest your money, and spend the rest. Okay, not spending all your money month to month. All right, that's the mistake that we always do. All right, the points that I want to bring up is upgrading your lifestyle as soon as you earn it more. All right, one example is spending on expensive stuff. You start to go out, spending money on restaurant, go on fancy restaurant, bring out to treat your friends and families, buying a new car or bigger bike. All right, so it's not wrong, okay, it's not wrong to do that, but minimize it, like maybe once a month, or maybe once every 2 months even, right? So your family doesn't have to be eating fancy food all the time, right? You can save more money by cooking at home, or even if you are eating outside all the time, you can find a very or cheap alternative that you outside too, right? So as I was saying from the pointers before and the point of before it, all right, I was saying that saving parts of your salary, invest your money, and spend the rest. of it, all right, rather than you spending the money and then save the rest. So it will never happen. Okay. Okay, I think I can bring up one example is regarding our, if you're Singaporeans or PR, regarding CPF, right? So CPF actually pull out 20% of your income, basic salary, into 20% of your income to the CPF account itself, all right? And then they will invest, and then that's where you have to buy your house and all stuff, or for your retirement. Okay, so make yourself a systematic saving issue where you put the same 20%, or even start from low. It doesn't have to be 20%. Start it from low, maybe 5%. Then you go up slowly to 10% and 20%, and then slowly bit by bit, and then you move it to investment after you have savings for your emergency fund. Don't put all your money inside the saving fund. Move some of the money into the investment, all right, so where you get better returns afterward, in future. All right. So yeah, put the money systematically out from your bank before you have spent all your money out. All right. Okay. The fourth pointers that I want to bring up is regarding not spending money to transfer risk. All right. What do I mean by that is, one example is buying a travel insurance or buying a warranty for your electronic items. All right. For example. All right. So what do you understand by the meaning of insurance or warranty? All right. Okay, so a lot of people think like, oh, insurance and warranty is just wasting of money. All right, but actually, if you think back properly, all right, as an it's a passive thinking that, oh, insurance and warranty is just wasting of money. But if you think back, actually, they are the one who are protecting you from losing a lot of money. All right, let's take what I mean, like some of you who have claims before on your insurance or your warranty. You guys will know how beneficial it is, right? So same goes to me as my laptop. I've been using it for the past 3 or 4 years already. 3 years maybe, no, 4 years. Yeah. So the first 2 years was very bad because I bought myself a warranty for 2 years and it cost me about 299. It's about 300. Yeah. So I broke my screen twice within that 2 years, right? So one screen is about $400 to $500. All right, so I brought to Apple Care and it was still under warranty, so they make the changes. I don't have to fork out any money because it's still under warranty. And the second time too, I did the same. I broke another screen and went again, and then I don't have to pay any single cent because now the warranty is already finished. So I really took care of my laptop properly. All right. So why I bring up this issue is actually me spending $300 is better than me spending $400 to $500 one-time payment that I have to pay during that point of time. All right. So if you think about $300 to spend warranty for the 2 years is a good point. It's a good money. All right. It's a good savings lah, a transfer of risk. All right. So people would think that nothing bad will happens to them. All right, so we catered it into our life matters. Just now I was talking an example of the electronics, right? So we put ourselves into the consideration where you buy an insurance, all right, which costs you maybe about $2 to $5 per day, just to protect yourself. All right, so what I mean by that is you're just spending like one meal per day just to cover yourself for any financial benefits or protection. All right, so as we get older, I mean, we are scared for sure, like as you get older, you never know that you will get sick, right? So some people may not know that they are getting older. Right? So but you need to be really think of something which we can find tuned to actually transfer your risk into the insurance itself. All right, so all of this spending that we have, monthly expenses, is for our family members or ourselves or for our kids, or if you're single, you're paying for your parents, you need to take care of them and all stuff. So imagine if you are the only sole breadwinner for the family, all right, and you were to got into an accident, or you were to have any illnesses, unforeseen illnesses, all right. So all of this is it's no one can predict it, all right. No one can predict it, and when accident happens, or even worse, that if you have any illnesses, and then you'll be a burden to a family where the family members have to work double just to take care of your medication and all this kind of stuff. All right, so input is the same as the warranty. Insurance and warranty is about the same, where warranty is based on items like electronic and all stuff, but insurance is based on human itself. All right, so some of you will say like, oh, I have savings, I have sufficient savings for me, if something bad were to happens to me. All right, so you have to think back, how long can these savings last you, or last your family? 1 2 years, or 10 years, or it's just a few months. All right, so it takes times for you to recover if you have any illnesses. All right, so that's why we need to think of it. Okay, so that's where the insurance company comes in. All right, so insurance will come in and pay for what you need when you really need them. All right, I believe some of you who have made the claims from any insurance company will understand how the feeling is of taking one burden out from your shoulders, like taking off your hospital bills away from your shoulders, where if they give you the upfront price is gonna be like 20K or even 10K, or even just give a simple of $1,000, right? Or $1,000 will be like, oh, where can I get this $1,000? So if you were to have insurance and all stuff, actually it covers you from there. But what people don't understand is insurance actually is a plan B. All right, so when something's happened to you, then this insurance will actually cover you. All right, so but you will never know, anything can happen. All right, so insurance doesn't mean that you're in the waste. In future, you will never know that you are get into a big or you get into what they call it, expenses, hospital bill, right? Higher hospital bill. All right, so you can use this insurance to consider transfer, right? Transfer your loss to them. All right, and they will do the payment. Okay, so for yourself, you are paying monthly to monthly, and I do have some clients which they think that it doesn't benefit you, because you pay and pay and you don't get it back. All right, just take note, it's not like a car insurance where you will not get it back. All right, so for car insurance, you pay monthly, yearly to yearly, and then if nothing happens, then the next year you will have a discount kind of thing, right? So for life insurance is different. So life insurance is the one that you're buying for the whole life. Maybe you're paying for a certain periods of time. Let's say, for example, for myself, let's say I buy it now at the age of 32, okay, with a premium payment of 20 years, let's say. So I'll be finishing paying my whole life insurance at the age of 52, right? So at the age of 52, I think like most of us are still working. 52, yeah. Yeah, to my dad, he's 50 plus, but he's still working, he's still strong. So let's say, for example, you buy this life insurance, you pay until the age of 52, right? So this life insurance will cover you till the end of life. All right, so if anything happens to you, like if you were to have any critical illnesses in between, after 52 or before 52, they will give you a payout. All right, so the payout depends on how much you the the more sum assured you want, the higher the premium is. All right, so let's say, for example, you want the 30K. If you were touch wood, if you have any critical illnesses, okay, they will give you this payout to your family, 30,000, and then they will cover you for 30,000. And then let's say if you recover, and then you move on with your life, you go back to work, all right, and then you were to pass maybe at the age of 78, you were to pass away. All right, so at the age of 70, you passed away, and then your family will get another 30K of the death benefits. All right, so if you think back the payment that I paid from 32 years old until 52, right, 20 years sum assured, 20 years premium payment, all right. So you pay for 20 years, but it covers you until like 70, or even if you go last more, and then the death benefit will still go back to your family. So whatever that you have paid before really goes back to your family. All right. So just need to take note that this insurance is actually Plan B. All right. It's like if like you're taking a plane. Let's say one more example that we're giving is if you're taking a plane, and then the pilot tell you like, oh, there's no oxygen mask or seatbelt at this aeroplane. Would you be safe to take that plane? Right? What if you're already up there? All right. Even if you go to a safer, what they call it, if you have a safe flight, I mean, like everything goes well, there's no turbulence and all stuff, and then you will still be like risking your life to it, right? So it's the same concept that you have to put in, where on similar life that anything can just happen. I do have clients which when something already happened at a younger age and they cannot cover it, and then they will think like, oh, if I know, I'll buy earlier. But some of them already have a conditions, they can still buy, but with some loading means with extra premium, like extra payment that you have to pay just to get yourself covered. All right. So all right, guys, I think that's one of the part that I want to share, all these four things that I want to share to you guys. Thank you very much for today's discussion. I hope you guys have some input, and see you guys on the next video, on the episode.